guys, so today's video is going to be a period 101 girl talk video. I've been wanting to do this one for a while now just because this is one of those main girl talk videos that I feel should be out there. Out of all of the other ones I've done on my channel, I feel like this one is most important. So what I'm going to be talking to you guys about today is periods. What is our period? How to deal with the symptoms. What kind of symptoms could you get? Maybe you've never had your period before and you're curious. My favorite brand of pads, and I'm going to talk to you guys about tampons and show you some if you don't know how they work. I personally do not use tampons just because personal choice. I don't think they're comfortable. I think they're very annoying, and just because there are risks of using tampons that can actually injure you, and I will talk about that with you guys in a second. And I will also show you what a tampon looks like on the inside, because I actually took one out for you guys, or I got a box to show you guys. So yeah, let's pretty much get started with what our period actually is. So if you're wondering, why are we bleeding during our period? When we have our period, our uterus is actually shedding the inner layer, and that's producing blood and mucus. So that is what's coming out of your vagina during your period. And the reason that we have our period is so we can make sure that we can produce eggs and we are fertile, so when we decide to have children in the future and or get pregnant. So that's why when you get your period, your mom usually tells you, you're a woman now, and that means like you are able to produce kids, or to hold kids, and you're fertile and you can have children. Not all women that get their period can have children though. There are complications, but if you do not have your period by the time you are 17, 18 years old, I do recommend that you do go to your doctor and get checked out. I know you're probably not planning on having kids at 17 or 18, most people aren't, but that's still something you need to talk to your doctor about, because most girls get their period between, sometimes 10, it's very young to get it at 10, but sometimes it happens. So it's usually between 11 to 13, sometimes 14 years old. So if you have not had yours by 17 or 18, I recommend that you go to the hospital and talk to your doctor about it. So yeah, let's talk about symptoms. So if you've never had your period before, you probably have only heard about cramps. There are other things besides cramps. So cramps, nausea, vomiting, headaches, neck pain, lower back pain, stomach pain, like your actual stomach can hurt, and sometimes your legs will be very, very sore. I've actually experienced the lower back pain, my legs have been hurting, and the cramps and the nausea, and I've never experienced any headaches or any like actual stomach pain. But yeah, those are some symptoms of your period. And the main one that we try to get rid of is the cramps. And when you use medication to get rid of your cramps, it usually ends up getting rid of the nausea and stuff. So I personally use Midol. It is a pill specifically for your menstrual cycle. It gets rid of the nausea, the cramps, the pain, all of that stuff. I don't have any with me at the moment because I just used my last pill because I just recently actually finished my period. But I used the last one, so I don't have it to show you guys. But it's a really, really tiny pill. It's smaller than half a dime. So if you do have a problem with taking pills, this one's an easy breeze, because I used to have a problem with taking pills and I didn't know what to take because I refused to take pills. But those ones are really tiny. They have the teen version, which is meant for younger girls. So I would recommend starting with the teen version. And if that doesn't help you, progress up to the actual Midol. I think there's another pill specifically for your period, but I can't remember what it was called. I think it started with a P, but I don't remember. Or you could also just take ibuprofen. So that works pretty good for me. I use either 400 or 600 grams, I believe that's what it is. And that's usually enough for me, and I just take it twice a day. But when it comes to Midol, it's like a 24-hour deal. So I will take the Midol, and if I run out, I use ibuprofen. So that usually takes care of all the pain. And in the meantime, because those things don't kick in right away, I recommend, if you are dealing with cramps, you use either a heating pad, you take a hot shower, or if you don't have a heating pad, you could always get like a washcloth, wet it a little bit, put it in the microwave, put that on you. Make sure you don't get it too hot and don't burn yourself. And if you don't have a washcloth, you could do it the old-fashioned Mexican way and get a tortilla, warm that up in the microwave, and put that on your stomach. So now on to pads and tampons. I got this box of tampons years ago, and I still have it just because I don't like them. I tried to use it once or twice, but I just don't like it. It's very uncomfortable for me, so I guess I'll just show that to you guys first. So this box of tampons is called the Eucotex Click tampons. It is the regular tampons. So this is what the tampon looks like when you get it. I already took the tampon actually out of it, but this is the plastic case on the outside. It is rounded, so it is going to be a lot easier, I guess, for insertion. There are like some square ones, and I don't recommend those because those are probably even more painful, and I just don't like this in general. I don't like tampons, but I guess this would be easier. And then with these, you just pull it out, the tampon would be inside, and then you angle yourself correctly, and then you put it inside of your body. There are videos on YouTube on how to do that. If you guys want to, you could search those. And this is what is inside. So it is this white fluffy thing. This is what's going to collect the blood and mucus, and then this string will hang out of you. So when you are done using it, usually they say to replace it every between 5 to 6 hours. If you have a very light flow, you can leave it in there for maybe 8, but 8 is the maximum, and you should not keep it in there any longer, and you just pull it out. But that is the most hardest part for me, just because when you use a tampon, it expands to at least triple to quadruple times the size, and I just feel like it's very painful to remove them. So I do not recommend starting off with tampons. I know a lot of girls are like, but I need tampons, I love tampons. Don't feel pressured to use them. I just personally think they're very uncomfortable, so I will never use them. But yeah, that is what a tampon looks like. My favorite brand of pads, I know some people use tampons because they don't like the bulginess of pads, but the ones that I use, you don't even feel them. They're very thin, but they do the job, and you only need like 1 or 2 a day if you have like regular flow. So this is the box. They are the Always Radiant Infinity pads. I get mine from Walmart, and it's about $6 for 32 of them because I always get them when they're on sale. So yeah, they are the light clean scent ones, and this is for regular flow. And this is what it looks like. You can already tell how thin it is by the packaging. There are some that are very, very thick, you guys. I do not recommend those because that's when you look like you're wearing a diaper. And with these, I feel confident enough to wear a skirt. I still wear spandex over it, but I still feel confident enough to wear a skirt, to wear shorts, to even wear white clothing. I know people are like, it's dangerous to wear white clothing, but I have never leaked or had an issue with these. So I would definitely recommend these to you guys. So I'll open this one up, show you guys what it looks like. I think the packaging is already very pretty, so it's better than, you know, having the plain yellow or like the plain blue color pad. So this is what the pad looks like. As you can see, it is very, very thin, so it molds to your body. That's what these infinity pads, or these Radiant Infinity pads are. They mold to your body, and I really, really like that. So yeah, it smells good too. I don't know why I just sniffed it. That's like weird. Vanessa sniffing pads on her YouTube channel. But they're very, very comfortable, and I would recommend you guys try these above any other pads. And what I like to use on a everyday basis, I know you don't have to do this, but I just feel like it's a lot more comfortable for me. I don't know, I like to use the really thin pads, like the little panty liners. My mom does that, and I know a lot of other girls do that too, so that's why I started doing it. And I don't know, I just like it. You put one in right after you take a shower and you're pretty much good for the day. I just feel like it's a lot better. It's more sanitary, and then you can just remove them and stuff. So yeah, I don't have any more. I actually ran out this past, or yesterday. So I need to go and get some more. But yeah, they're just the liners. They also have heavy flow. They have wipes. They have tampons, Tampax Radiant. But like I said, I don't like tampons. And they have compact tampons, so they're really small, so they fit easily. So yeah, I really, really like these. I'm not trying to like deflect you guys and tell you not to use tampons because it's your own personal preference, but I personally don't like them. My mom, I know she doesn't use them either. She told me not to use tampons. She said they were not good, and let me talk to you guys about why tampons are not good. So there's this thing called TSS, I believe it's called Toxic Shock Syndrome. It is something you can get if you leave your tampon in for too long, or if you forget. It's very, very dangerous. You can get seriously injured. I heard somebody actually died from it. I don't think it's common for it to be fatal, but you can get really, really sick and you can get an infection. And that's if you leave your tampon in for too long. So I rather not risk it. When you have a pad, every time you go to the bathroom, you can see if you are full or if it's full and you need to change it. Versus with these, you have to get used to it. You have to know, is it full? Like, you have to feel it. Like, you have to guess, is it full? And if it's not full and it's too dry and you try to take it out, you will be in pain. So I just think it's a lot easier just to use pads and not deal with toxic shock syndrome, possibly dying, and I could just take these out and remove them, and the removal of these I just think personally is painful. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, I'm not trying to tell you guys don't use tampons, it's your choice, but I personally don't like them. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope I gave you guys a little bit of information and insight on your period. If you want to, or if you have any other questions, you can leave them in the comments below and I will answer you guys any of your questions that you have. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, like this video, share it with any girls that might have questions. Share this with younger cousins, younger sisters, even older sisters. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you all later. Bye.